And as always, we're going to be looking for accurate context, good risk management, and always exercising good patience.
Everybody who's traded has gone through periods of time where their strategy hasn't worked.
Where if not a hard stop, you should reevaluate the trades you're in based on time.
That's what we're here for, is to put ourselves in the best success. A trading routine does that, builds that habit, lets you know what to work on, what to reflect on, and what to improve on the next day.
Good afternoon, my friends, family, and fellow futures traders. It is time for the recap. Wednesday, December the 21st, the winter solstice, the shortest period of daylight in the northern hemisphere. Got a nasty storm coming through the whole country, it seems, so everybody make sure you stay warm and safe over the holiday here. Markets, equities anyway, maybe starting the Santa rally. Could be. We never know. Even the S&P's closed up unofficially 55 points, 1.4%. NASDAQ up 157 points, up 1.4%. And the winner, the Dow, up 515 points, up 1.5%. Crude oil up about $2 today, closing at 78.29, up $2.06, 2.7%. After the EIA crude inventory surprised with a larger than expected draw. They were looking for 1.65 million barrels as an expected loss. Came out an actual minus 5.9 million barrels in loss. Found out today also, inventories in the Strategic Petroleum Reserve fell again last week. Takes us back to 1983 levels in the Strategic Petroleum Reserve. Congress is still working on passing the next overspending bill prior to the holiday. Rumor has it maybe by 5 o'clock tomorrow they'll get something done. I don't know how I feel about that. Ukrainian President Zelensky is at the White House today, in meeting with our president. Please continue praying for peace for everyone. Of course, as always, if you do like what you see, make sure you hit the lucky like button. Share, comment, question, feedback, heckling, and love are always welcome. And do subscribe to our YouTube channel. You get notified when we do go live. Just getting word, we're not going to be presenting the podcast tomorrow, so there may be a recap tomorrow. I think we should probably just have our recap Christmas party. And we'll see what we want to do about that. But tomorrow morning, again, there will be a market forecast. That'll be it for the year. Will be, January 3rd, Tuesday, when we'll have the next forecast. And I know I'll miss all of you. I'll miss the markets, but it is always a good thing to take a little bit of time away. I've got some work to do over the time off. Going to be doing a lot of reviewing of how things went this year. Kind of preparing for the coming trading year. I suggest you do the same. Take a little bit of time off, review your performance, think about what you're going to do better next year. Hopefully those are all process and strategy things that we're going to be talking about doing better next year, getting to know ourselves a little bit better. I've got a couple of audio books I'm going to be listening to over the holiday. One of them is called The Best Loser Wins. Highly recommended by our good friend, Dr. Andrew Menaker, which we haven't seen for a while. Maybe we'll have the opportunity to see the good doctor next year. So we had a pretty good day today as far as opportunities are concerned. We'll check that out on the charts here very shortly. Good afternoon, Spencer. Merry Christmas to you. Vince, Merry Christmas to you. The Rooster, crowing, good to see you as always. George, Lacey is currently under the Christmas tree. She's got her head on one of the presents. She's so cute. Jose, good afternoon. Merry Christmas. Dr. VJ, good afternoon. Mike, short covering P-shaped profile, I believe. Yes, it certainly looks that way. Okay, again, we're going to take a look at all of this in the charts here very shortly. I'm going to be interested to see if we added any open interest on this short covering P-shaped day today. We're going to have to check that out tomorrow morning. As always, we do always look at those on the forecast. Mike, Zeke, good to see you. I think I can call you Zeke now, ZK. Haggle Matters, good afternoon. Anissa, Anthony Bell, great day. All day I was killing it in both directions in the ES. Step 2 should be done any day. Anthony, let us know if we're doing forecast and recap when you reach your target. Let us know. We like to celebrate those things. So good news that you had a good trading day today. Thinking of anything else? No make Hogue money tomorrow. We'll do the forecast. I'm not sure about the recap here just yet. We'll see. I'll let you know on the forecast tomorrow if you want to join me for the recap. I might just cut out a little bit early tomorrow because we're off on Friday, off all next week, off Monday after New Year's, and back to business again on the 3rd of January. So let's jump in and take a quick look through the charts. We'll start with the crude oil as usual here on the recap. Pretty decent move to the upside here today. Now, there was some fundamental information in the greater loss in inventory here in the U.S. Also, some technical information. We broke out and are seeming to now continue the move to the upside. We took out the previous weekly high here. This week's high, I should say. We've taken out the weekly kickoff high. We've taken out this trend line. We've become directional to the upside. Decent volume. If we add a whole bunch of open interest, that's going to tell me that this auction that really started today is healthy. We had the kind of a bull flag here. We broke out. We didn't have any momentum, but now we seem to have some pretty decent momentum to the upside here. So we're going to be looking at a different situation tomorrow morning than we've been looking at over the past few weeks. We'll have to see what we see in the morning, how the market acts overnight. Here's the mini S&Ps. Where is my information? Here it is. So 2 days of support at weekly kickoff low. It makes sense that we see some probably, as Rooster said, we got a P-shaped profile in the S&Ps today. There's probably some pretty good short covering here. We had a pretty decent move to the downside. We're getting close to the holiday. We know we've got some important information tomorrow. Again, the GDP, the final GDP for quarter 3 is going to be out. And then, of course, as always on Thursdays, we've got jobless claims. And we also have misleading indicators tomorrow, which probably isn't going to be all that impactful, as well as the natural gas release tomorrow. Lots of things coming out on Friday. It might be a really interesting day on Friday. Durable goods, personal income and outlays, new home sales, consumer sentiment, and all of that on Friday before the holiday. So, anyways, back to the S&Ps. We had an increase in open interest yesterday. If we have an increase in open interest today, that's going to encourage the fact that maybe we've got a decent upside auction beginning here. Here's the 30-minute chart. So we were looking at a potential bear flag. That bear flag is now broken. We did not have the bear flag. As a matter of fact, we looked in the other direction. We most certainly have a P-shaped profile here. You're going to see that better on the TPO chart. P-shape. Short covering. Does it meet long liquidation today? Pretty decent move. I was thinking that we may bring price up to this naked point of control here. This is overnight information. The naked point of control I was thinking this market could target would be this here, which I can show you that a little bit better on this chart. So this is regular trading hour session only. This is the point of control I was looking for this market to kind of seek out to the upside. So kind of reviewing Yesterday, we took out a weak low. We left excess down there. We could not close the gap. If we can't close the gap, we're looking for opportunities to trade in the direction of the gap, which would have us looking for longs. Initially, the opening range was a short-sided trade. If you took it, you took a loss, but the feeble effort to come close the gap, even with some overnight inventory to the long side, I think was a pretty good indication. We couldn't close that gap with overnight inventory. We start looking for longs. So we did end up pushing price higher, not really getting to the target I was looking for before just kind of falling into range-bound activity. Take a look at the NASDAQ. Yesterday, again, in the NASDAQ, we added 4,500 in open interest yesterday off the weekly kickoff low. We see, a potential excess down here in the NASDAQ as well as in the S&Ps that, could kind of put a floor to this for a little while. Take a look at the 30-minute chart. Okay, there's our effort to get below weekly kickoff low, which was rejected twice yesterday, adding open interest. P-shaped profile today. I didn't get my volume profile on here. Shame on me. Here we go. So another P-shaped profile indicating short covering, which we would expect after the move down we've had. We know we're coming into the holidays. A lot of short time frame swing traders and day traders are going to be going home flat on Friday, of course. Maybe it's a little early for that. It seems like a Thursday to me because tomorrow is the last day I'm going to be that engaged in the marketplace. But again, a potential for a bear flag, which did not hold up. It did not continue. So take a look at the TPO chart again here. This is a little bit different. Whoops. Excess yesterday, P-shape, opening in range and value before finding buyers to come in and push this market higher. I think we've got a much longer way to go before we're going to reach any naked points of control here in the NASDAQ. We had a much further way to go. Gold. So again, another failed attempt to accept above weekly kickoff high. This one got me this morning. I was thinking, okay, we're getting another attempt at it. It looks pretty good up here. You take a long when it pulls back down to it. But again, the weekly kickoff comes through even on a loser because it lets you limit risk. Here's the 30-minute chart. So, we see some decent volume up there. It looked like there was an opportunity for us to continue this upside move. Just didn't work. So you wait, you let it come back to the important level. You limit a little bit of risk, and you don't lose a lot on those trades. Here's the TPO chart. I was looking for the market to come up here and take out this rather weak low that we've got up here from the 13th. Unable to do so. Now we've got a little bit of excess up here. This is almost exactly what this chart looked like this morning. Very little opportunity, very little confidence in either direction in the euro. Inside extended trading hour range from yesterday. A little bit of an overlapping to lower as far as range is concerned. Value moved lower a little bit today. But overall, man, this is a very range-bound market. I don't even think we got to the levels this morning that I pointed out that I would be looking for opportunities. 106.50 was down here. Almost got to it. That was the low end. 07.30 was the upper end. We didn't get to that. I wouldn't have had anything to do in here, which I'm kind of thankful I didn't do anything. The 10-year, not too far off what this daily chart looked like again this morning. Here's the 30. Overnight low, regular trading hour high, closed the gap, and then fell back into range from, this was totally a gap repair day. It's always easy to see looking backwards, though, isn't it? Here's the natural gas. Kind of looked like this morning as well. Not big opportunity here. Here's the 30. So just put in the overnight, took out the overnight high, failed again, looked at the low of the range from yesterday. Short time frame control. I still have to take off these extra points of control, but I'll take care of that after the recap here. So I am very pleased with the opportunities we had today. I had a good day, and I'm hoping you also had a good day. I'm really kind of starting to wind down to get in the mindset of relaxing. Tomorrow's going to be it for me. Again, we will have the forecast and maybe a recap. I'm not sure, but looking forward to the forecast tomorrow. I hope you all are looking forward to it and going to stop by and tell me Merry Christmas, because I won't see you for a couple of weeks. Almost 2 weeks we won't see each other. Well, it's about 10, 12 days, something like that, and I'm going to miss you. Interesting, in 1891, the first basketball game was played. How about that, huh? 2012, Gangnam Style became the first YouTube video to reach 1 billion views. You remember that? 1971, this is the date that the UAE was formed. The Graduate opened today in New York in 1967. Fantastic movie. 1968, this is the day that Apollo 8 departs for the moon's orbit. 1970, President Nixon meets Elvis Presley, who came to the White House. And as far as music is concerned, today is Frank Zappa's birthday. Frank Zappa. Love him, you hate him, you gotta respect the man. He was a genius in the studio and live. Today's Paco de Luca's birthday. Anybody who knows who Paco de Luca is, I salute you. He's a Spanish virtuoso flamenco guitarist that did some considerable work with John McLaughlin and Al Di Meola. In 1968, Glenn Campbell was at the top of the charts with Wichita Lineman. In 1985 today, Bruce Springsteen's album Born in the USA passed Michael Jackson's Thriller to become the second longest lasting LP on the Billboard US Top 10. Stayed there for 79 weeks. Only The Sound of Music with Julie Andrews lasted longer than 109 weeks. Hard to believe. All right. Zeke, you're welcome, and it's all you. If you've picked some things up from me, that makes me happy, but I'm just proud of you that you're doing well and looking forward to your continued success. If I could get a Christmas present under the Christmas tree this year, it would be to see a success for all of you in the next year. So, all right. It's going to be dark here in no time. It is the shortest period of daylight. So I'm going to get the dog out, and today is Nardugan holiday. Well, happy, I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right, but happy Nardugan. Happy Hanukkah. Happy New Year. Have Merry Christmas. Everything. Hey, and we've got girls now spamming the chat, so that's always a good thing, right? So get some rest. We've still got work to do this week. You'll see you tomorrow morning for the market forecast. It's going to be a fun one. It's going to be a fun market forecast tomorrow. So hope to see you there. Yay, spam, right? Here come the gremlins. All right. Get some rest. See you in the morning. Blessings to you all. Don't forget, say a prayer for peace. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to others. And I'll see you in the morning. Have a good night.